Hey y'all. So today's video is going to be on how authenticity can turn self-destructive. So yesterday I was writing and it came to me looking back at how destructive it can really get when you have no guidance. With guidance, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. I don't even know if you think it's bad, but if you do, put it in the comments. And what's your relationship with authenticity? Like, good to know. Okay. So I wrote, finding out who you are means doing things that can turn abusive, have no rhyme or reason, and are repetitive with lessons in different situations with different people. This gives the quote, I make I don't make a mistake just once. I make it 3 or 4 times just to make sure. A whole new meaning. And it's rather humorous looking back. So when I think about what I've been through and the universal lessons that I learned, me having my unwavering faith in humanity and not being judgmental, I had to make a mistake 3 or 4 times, just to make sure that this universal lesson, that was really what it was telling me, right? Okay, yeah. That's me. As soon as I started to realize that it was a pattern, though, people became very simple. I could call things out. I knew what someone was going to do before they could do it. And this is what I like to call in the underworld, because being alone at 13, my life wasn't always within business and wasn't always on the right track. And when you start to pick up on the patterns, if we hold our children back, or if we hold anybody back from being authentic, we are stopping them from pattern recognition. Us as human beings, that's what we do. We look for patterns. That's how we survive. It's routine in a way. People will become predictable. If they're predictable, the more wrong that's done in this world, or let's say of lower vibration, wrong and right isn't really for me, of lower vibration, and people are getting hurt. Let's say in relationships, there's abuse. Let's say parents, emotional neglect, so on and so forth. The more people that can recognize patterns, the less areas these people have to turn. And they want to call it a disorder. They want to call it whatever it is. No, if these people have nowhere to turn and their tactics don't work, they have nothing left but to evolve. Or it's survival of the fittest, or they'll die off, like one of the two. And unconditional love doesn't always look good. Unconditional love doesn't always feel good. Unconditional love comes from wanting what's best for that person, even if it looks, or they're perceiving it like you hate them, or like that you're not supporting them. And that can simply just come from, look, what you're doing here isn't going to work with me. And I believe we are now becoming toxic in one another's lives. I still love you. I still see you and I can see your soul. But unless these behaviors change, we're going to need to put some space in between one another, because we're not blaming the person, we're blaming behaviors, things that they needed to grow up and survive. Our parents don't intentionally, or whoever raises you doesn't intentionally pull you away from authenticity. There's no one to blame here. They do it to protect us from our own self-destructive ways. The quicker we can pick up on the patterns, the quicker we're not as destructive and we gain the wisdom. If you can't gain the wisdom from other people, going within is a great way to get that wisdom. Pulling it out from inside of yourself. I think I touched on everything I wanted to touch on. I don't know, I'll make another video if I think of anything else. Okay, ciao for now. Have a good day, guys.